wanted to speak about who's been kindest to me in my life. Um, and when I think about it, I really think about the older people in my life have always been kindest to me. And I'd like to talk about my grandmother from my mother's side. My grandmother, mi abuela, is Dominican. She was born in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. She was born upper middle class. She had a very nice and smooth transition to life. She got married to my grandfather, mi abuelo, and things started going down a little bit. They had a lot of relationship problems. After 2 kids, they divorced. She became a single mother, which was very difficult, very stigmatized at the time. She made friends with a politician and became basically the assistant to the first lady there, which is amazing. And even though she was doing so much with her life, and even though she was going through a lot, she still pushed really hard to make sure her kids had an even better experience than she had. Sometimes she pushed a little too hard, but I think that it helped my parents get to where they are, my mother specifically. My mother had 2 kids out of wedlock, my older sister and older brother, in the United States when she was in her 20s. It was a lot for the family. It was a lot for her. And for her living in a small 1-bedroom apartment in Hialeah, working at McDonald's, working up to be a manager, taking care of 2 kids, it was too much. And my grandmother dropped everything that she was doing. She sold her apartment in the Dominican Republic and came here to the U.S. to support her. And that kind of love, even when someone doesn't show affection, that kind of love isn't something you can find everywhere. She was the type of person who every day when I'd come home from school on the school bus, she would take me out with her to Pollo Tropical, to Publix, to Sedano's. We spent so much time together. We spent so many afternoons together. And she would always talk to me about the beauties of the Dominican Republic and the beauties of life and stealing kisses from boys and being happy. And I know that there are some decisions in my life that she wouldn't agree with right now. And she's in a rough moment in her life where she doesn't remember much, but she's still always been kind to me, and that's the kindness I try to share with the world.